Hi everyone, this is Nico, and it is the first Friday of the month, which means it's time to go through March's Humble Bundle Monthly. For those of you who are new, this is a review of the Humble Monthly pack itself, not the games in the pack. So, let's begin. We will start by looking at the games and savings that Humble Monthly subscribers received this month. The games in this month's pack include Poly Bridge for Windows, OS X, and Linux, Space Run Galaxy for Windows, Total War Warhammer for Windows and Linux, One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 for Windows, Rive for Windows, OS X, and Linux. Also, there's a DRM-free copy available. Flat Heroes for Windows, OS X, and Linux. And this month's Humble debut title is Morph Blade for Windows with a DRM-free download available, for an actual value of $169.93 and a total savings of $157.93. Assuming you managed to buy all these games at the lowest prices ever on Steam, the total cost would be $90.48, which means this bundle saved purchasers about $78. Also in this bundle, subscribers receive the Humble original game, Ernog, which is for Windows and OS X. And lastly, the charity benefiting from this month's bundle is Zedisha. So, how does this month's pack compare against prior packs? Well, this month I noticed when I ran the numbers for both total value and total savings that the prices line up within a few dollars of last month's pack. It is so close that as I was looking at the numbers, I couldn't help but wonder if this was somehow premeditated on Humble's part to make me question my sanity. And yes, I double-checked and added the numbers twice just to make sure that they were right. And now that I feel like someone at Humble is pranking those of us who actually run the numbers, let me explain what I mean. This month's MSRP, as calculated from the current non-sales prices of the games on Steam, is exactly $2 more than last month's bundle. Exactly. Similarly, the savings for this month are exactly $1.05 more than last month. So, this month has beaten last month's value by a whole dollar and some pocket change, which is kind of humorous in a terrible sort of way, because I know some people thought that the savings on this month's pack would be the biggest ever since Total War Warhammer was such a good deal. And it is the biggest ever, but in the most anticlimactic way possible. So, there you go. Do you feel as pranked as I do? So, in honor of the randomness that is Humble, let's play a game this month. This is just like those games where you guess the number of objects in the jar and whoever gets the closest to the actual number wins something. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So leave a comment guessing what you think the actual savings for next month's bundle will be. One guess per person, and whoever gets the closest to next month's savings will win something equally random from within my pile of extra keys. I'll let you know who won and what they won in next month's Humble Monthly review video. Once more, without counting the Humble original game, Ernog, we have a total of 7 full games. So actually no changes in the number count. There were some theories that there might be one less game this month because of the value of Total War Warhammer, but that is not the case. The oldest game this month is One Piece Pirate Warriors 3, which has been out for a bit more than a year and a half, and the newest game in this group, accepting the Humble debut title, is Rive, which came out 6 months ago. All the other games in this pack are between 6 months and 9 months in age. In fact, this pack is filled with a lot of fairly new games. Usually we have a few more older titles in a typical monthly pack, so this is a little unusual. So let's go through this pack and take a quick look at the games represented in this month. First up, we have Poly Bridge, which is a physics-based puzzle game and bridge-building simulator. Space Run Galaxy is the sequel to Space Run and is a tower defense strategy game in which you play as a member of an intergalactic courier service. Total War Warhammer is a turn-based strategy and empire-building game set in the Warhammer fantasy world in which you play as one of several potential factions. One Piece Pirate Warriors 3 is an action-adventure game set in the original One Piece story arc from Fuchsia Village to the Kingdom of Dressrosa, in which you follow along with Luffy and his pirate crew. Rive, in which you play as a space scavenger, is a 360-degree shooter and platformer hybrid that lets you choreograph a quote-unquote dance of destruction in insanely spectacular battles. Flat Heroes, an early access game, is a minimalist action single-player and local multiplayer game for up to 4 players that features, well, squares. Finally, Morph Blade is a simple puzzle game in which you move about, build up, and upgrade hex grid tiles as you kill waves of bugs. Now, on to my opinion about this month's bundle. This month feels a little weird to me because more titles than normal are a bit obscure or unknown, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Besides Total War Warhammer, which I did want, and which makes this bundle completely worth it for me, I know almost nothing about most of the other games in this bundle, with the exception of One Piece Pirate Warriors, Polybridge, and Rive. Those games I knew existed. I've seen them floating around Steam, but for one reason or the other, they didn't initially catch my interest, so there's nothing here that immediately thrills me to my core. But based on a cursory look at reviews and game information, I think that I will probably enjoy Polybridge and Morph Blade, simply because I already know I almost always enjoy puzzle games of nearly any variety. One reviewer for One Piece also noted that it had some similarities to Dynasty Warriors, and if you like Dynasty Warriors, you might like One Piece Pirate Warriors, so I now have some largely unbased hopes for that game. I think either Rive or Flat Heroes might be the game I like the least in this bundle, but I will have to try both of them out to really say for certain, since I'm just basing that opinion on my typical gaming preferences. Before I wrap up, next month's early unlocked title is The Witness. The Witness is an open-world exploration and puzzle game with over 500 puzzles. It has 85% positive reviews on Steam. It came out a little more than a year ago, and its lowest price thus far was $19.99. So, if that game interests you, that title alone is worth your monthly subscription fee. As always, thanks for watching, and I will be back the first Friday of April with the next video in this particular series. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, maybe follow me on Twitter, and I hope to see you next time.